it's Gwen Fox, and welcome to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so, because we would love to have you. Now, I want to talk to you just a few seconds at the beginning before I dig in and talk about what this is all about here, is that, things change. I change, you change, the world changes. And I'm going to be changing because instead of doing a video every week, I'm going to do it every other week. And hopefully I can do it every other week. I'm not sure. Why? Because I want to paint. I want to paint. And maybe somebody suggested, well, just put the camera up and let us just see you paint. Well, I might do that. But right now, I just wanted to let you know so that you didn't look for them every week. Not that you may not do, but just in case, just to let you know that things are changing. And I've got some ideas coming down the pike, and I think they're exciting, and I think we're going to have some fun this year. So now I have an idea here about what this year is going to be about for me. And it's going to be about going deep. I talked about this earlier, and I'm really serious about this. This is why I want to paint this year. I want to really go deep into my paintings. How do you go deep into a painting? How do you find what's in here and put it out onto the canvas? Now, I've got a silly, silly painting here. It's because I was in a silly mood last night and decided to do some things. This is a very silly painting. It started out as one thing, and now it kind of looks like it might be a floral. Kind of. But now, what am I going to do with this? I don't know. How am I going to go deep within me to find out what it's going to need? Well, we're going to find the answers this year. So number one, I have to figure out exactly what I want this painting to say. And I want it to be joyous, I want it to be colorful, and I want it to be happy. Okay? I've decided the why for the painting. So, to me, that's very important. I know I can really use this colorful palette that I want to use. Yet I know in order for it to be colorful and exciting, I have got to add calmness. I've got to have a calm so that you can see the brightness. So that's one of the things that I know I need to do. So now let's get started on this just a little bit, because I really honestly have no clue what I'm going to do here. Have no clue. Now I've got this painting, and I think I'm going to add some white here just to bring out the calmness that I want to bring out. I'm actually adding pure white, but it's mixing with the color that's already on here. This is just titanium white. I am painting in oils. I love oils because you can mix so beautifully. And then I kind of like this little yellow bit here. But I'm going to need some white somewhere else. To me, it still looks grayish because it's bringing out the color underneath. And I want it to be more white. If I want this to be a little bit more white, I think I'm going to have to let it probably do a little bit of drying. Adding white over here to kind of add a balance. But now I need some dark. And when I say dark, I don't mean black necessarily, but I also don't mean I need to like Okay, I want the eye to go to here. So I'm going to add a dark. Oops, I guess I'll go up. I guess I'll make that a little bit bigger. All right, so now I want to bring this out. So I think I will add a little dark here. Do I know what I'm doing? No, I'm guesstimating. I'm saying if I add dark here, will it help? I think I'd like to bring this out. I think it's kind of cool. So I'm going to do that. And I may come over this and make it darker. But right now, I just want that. In fact, I am going to make it darker. I'm going to add a little black. I think the darker is going to bring this out. I don't care if it's directly across from that, but this is bringing the eye to this area. But now I want it to connect over here a little bit. This is almost too close to the center, so I think I'm going to bring this down here. And I may go all the way across. I may decide not to do that, or I may do this. I may combine this so that I've got this color over here as a color that's going to cause the eye to go this way. And as I say, this is just a silly little painting. We don't go to the studio, or we shouldn't go to the studio and say, today I have to produce a masterpiece. I have to have something for the gallery. Chances are you're not going to get it. Hate to tell you that, but you're probably not going to get it. We're going to add a bright cad orange in here just for fun, because I am a firm believer that clashing colors are fun. They're fun colors if they clash, but you've got to make sure they clash at a different vibration. Like, you don't want to have equal pink and equal orange. So we're going to do that right there. And now what I want to do is make some drips out of this. I love drips, by the way. I bet you guys didn't know that, right? I'm sorry. I was being facetious. I love drips. And so now we're going to do some drips. And I'm merely adding Gamsol to my paint and pushing in, letting it drip. I could cover up the drips. See, I can do that if I want, anytime. But I'm going to have them, because this is too many drips, but I can cover them up. Now I want a little drip there, so I've got to push in. A little drip over here, going to push in. Now let's say I want to drip here, but I don't want any more paint. I just add a little Gamsol. And there you go. So now, you say, well, what do you do with up here? Maybe you take the side of your brush and you do this. Now, we've got lots of things going on here. We got pink, and I'm going to get some green, because I really need some green in here. Also need some blue. I need some blue, guys. is getting more colorful. And that's what I want. I want color. I'm going to put sap green there, along with here. And maybe sap green could go over here. Because it's going to mix in with the colors that are already here. Because this oil paint is very wet. Now, I can see right now that we're going to have a problem with the fact that it is so wet. So now let's take advantage of the wetness and do that. That pretty much loosened it up so that we're not going to be stiff. I don't want stiff. You don't want stiff. Anybody can do stiff. You can't, not everybody can do loose, but anybody can do stiff. And I want to come in and I'm going to do the dreaded black, because I love black. You know, everybody doesn't love black, but I love black. But you know, when it's mixed with a color, and this is going to mix with the green and so forth, it's beautiful. Now I'm going to quit here pretty soon, but we're beginning to get some things here that is bringing this out. And there's not anything I can do right now with this until this dries a little bit. All right, now, what am I going to do with this? I don't know. It's too wet to work on. So what I'm going to do is let it dry, then I can come back in and see what I need to do. But now I need to know from you, so what do you think I need to do to this? Do you think I need to throw it away, start all over, add something? What? And if so, why? You know, it's really important to know why. So do that, and let's just see if we can't go deep together on our paintings. So go do your painting. Leave a comment. I will see you in 2 weeks. Know that I love you. Take care. Bye.